Ask them to try now.
Alright.
We're live.
Awesome. Try not to
Hi.
make any creepy jokes here moving
Okay.
forward.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know the Tallahassee team,
Yes.
and I don't know if you guys had this in Atlanta, is that we wanted to combine all the orders so that we could kind of like charge free shipping deals and stuff like that. So what we ended up doing is, yes, we collected the information. I mean, I wasn't physically there, but I know we discussed it. Information to create accounts for people. Orders were smaller, and if we wanted to give them that deal, the IBO would collect the money from them, or using cash or check, collecting the cash money from the customer, and then we as a team pooled all the orders together in that way. I don't know if you guys had that if you guys had that deal going on in Atlanta, and
No.
if so, how did you guys do that?
Well, we have one advantage, and that is we have the warehouse here.
Right.
So we can go and pick it up. What we did in Atlanta is pretty much everybody took their own orders. The one thing that Campton Nato did say about our grand opening is that somebody will go up to like let's say that, and this didn't, I'm not, okay, person A invited Sue, and Sue came, but Sue bought something from IBOB, but Sue was really invited by IBOA. So in the future, what we want to make sure is that if you invite Sue, you should be getting the purchasing from Sue. But we didn't worry about it this time, but we got to be careful what it is that we do, because it'll get duplicated 1,000 times. So in the future, what Campton and Nadia are saying is that whoever you invite, that person should get the profit. So I can't come in, Kenneth can't come in there and 5 people buy from my booth and I get all the profit, and I didn't invite anyone. That's sort of, it's one of the cardinal rules. We don't mess with anybody's. But this time around, it was no big deal at all. Everything went smoothly. But Campton Nacho just put up a little yellow flag and says, let's watch out for that. Caution. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and there are gonna be things in Tallahassee that you guys would need, and vice versa. We would need other things. The pooling of the money is very good because it's traceable, and it gets customers in and out. The main takeaway we got is that people in Atlanta have longer distances, and they got things to do, and they want to get in and out quickly. So some people want to be there for half an hour tops. So if the overview is taking 15 minutes, they can go out and look at the stuff and order stuff. We had one person who had 2 order forms filled up the way to the top, but we couldn't get everything in because they had to go. So we just got some of their orders, but we had a lot of things. Lou and Jonathan, um, and Carol, do you guys have anything to say? I don't want it to just be Silly and I alone talking.
Just
Go ahead, Carol.
Oh, I was just saying everything went great. I mean, I don't have anything.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I don't have to do that.
Mr. Kenneth,
Yeah.
I have a question for you. How about the beauty break? How did you work that out?
The beauty break was adjacent to the artistry. So Nadia and Andrea had a chance to go back and forth on that. The slots, Jonathan had come up with, I think it was Jonathan and Andrea had come up with this tool It's called what's the name of it, Jonathan? Um,
Genius app.
Genius, yeah, the Genius app. And so it was an online thingy where they could enter their slots. Okay, and so we
It's
put
called
that
the Genius. What? Sorry.
Genius app. It's an app. It's
App.
a yeah, it's an app. I'll send it to you. I'll send it out.
Beautifully done.
Hmm?
They did a really great job, Jonathan and
For
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
great job,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. That was
Nice.
fantastic. That's beautiful.
Yeah. One of the issues we have here in Atlanta is that people say, "Yeah, I want to get the beauty break." I, okay, they're saying I don't understand why it says that it's full. They should be able to get
Yeah,
in.
it's same thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
I was able to.
Yeah, I noticed that we've only been able to have up to 10 callers on this side. 10 people in this call.
While I was signing up, they asked me what number, and I picked like 19 to 10.
They
So
said
Okay.
19%. What?
yeah, it
Hmm?
asked.
Yeah, Brooke just joined us. Hi, Brooke.
Yes, I finally made it. Yeah,
Yeah, Brooke. We were talking.
to let me.
We were talking about the we're talking about the grand opening, the holiday sale, and so we were talking about suggestions and all of that. So we were going through that, and so yeah, Virginia, to answer your question, what we did is that we Nadia and Andrea were able to handle the load.
Okay.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is that one of the issues we had was, Atlanta is a little larger, and so I would call Mary and I say, "Mary, you want to go on the beauty?" She says, "Yeah." I say, "Okay, it's prepaid. You gotta pay. We'd like to collect the money, but they're an hour away. You know." So what we had to do was to pre-slot people and get the payment on site. I don't know what the figures are and how many people got beauty breaks, but it was always full when I saw it. So
Got it. Okay.
in our case, it's not easy to go and collect the money all the time. Even though you should be able to do it, but anyway, you got geographical differences. So Carol, Brooke, Jonathan, Lou, you guys got anything else to add? Where do you think we should have improved? Even though it was a total success, don't get me wrong. But Campton, now you want us to continue to challenge ourselves.
One thing that I recommend, that I think that we did it well, Miss Carol brought toothpicks, and the toothpicks were so helpful for everything. Like the toothpicks were helpful for samples. The toothpicks in the little cup, they were helpful for samples. They were helpful for. I also noticed that like we could have used them for stirring. Like there's times where even where we had an example or whatever, we didn't know what to stir it with. So I think in the future, whenever we want to stir it or whatever, in order to for presentation purposes, to keep like to use the toothpicks.
Saying that
What were you saying, Miss Carol? Oh, that wasn't me. Oh, sorry. That would be my suggestion. She also brought like this really nice platter, a silver small thing that was great for the sample. And Lou was able to pull like a cloth from the diner or whatever and put it on top. And the two of that together made it really, really nice presentation. And I want to do it like that again. So I don't know if it was by chance for that situation, but I would also recommend do it more intentionally for the next one because it was really nice.
Yeah, and we want to give a special shout out to Lou. She was the one who provided the venue at a very affordable rate, and it was fantastic. It was really professional. So y'all give Lou a hand for me, please.
Yay! Go, Lou.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay, yay.
Way to the world.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move along now. And
Kenneth, quick thing. Sorry to disturb. We're still having challenges getting folks on. I don't know if there's any other your end.
no, I have it. What I'm gonna
Drink
do,
God.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop off on one of mine, so that because yeah, I'll drop off of one of mine, and so that those guys can get back on. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll tell them to try now.
All right. So go ahead and let them jump on. You know, and and then in the meanwhile, what we're gonna do is to talk about
It's not working. Anyway, I try.
yeah. So we have Roderick coming up. Oh, Roderick is the one who's off.
Yes, but Kenneth, you're still in on both. I'm seeing Kenneth and PEADAT.
Hold on, I'm on mute here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Roderick back on?
No.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is go ahead. Keandre, is Keandre there?
And are you dropping off of one of your folks?
I did.
Well, according to your Hangout, you're still on in both.
Yeah, don't listen to Hangout, okay?
What happened?
I'm not on it. I don't know why it's still showing me, but I mean the iPad is off. So.
Oh.
All right. Okay, I just see it now. I just see you gone. All right. Let me let the little boy come up in here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's let me try again.
Time. Let's move along. Keandre is gonna come and talk about streaming. Keandre has is studying at FAMU, and he's doing his bachelor's in arts, right, and business administration. So without any further ado, help me welcome the man of the hour, Mr. Keandre, Mr. Jamaica.
Boy. Yes, sir. Oh.
Hey everybody.
Badum.
Keandre here, sponsored in the business by Ayat Muhammad, up to Ali, up to Beatty Gadio, up to Roderick McKenzie, Rodney Wilson, Seeley Wilson, Kenneth Drayton, and Andrea Gonzalez, Hampton and Nadia Facade, and up to our Diamond, Sanjeev and Sean. And today I am talking about streaming. So basically, why should we stream? So we should stream because it's basically how we keep ourselves motivated in the business. Because one thing I realize is that even certain people, like I show, like I see it. I don't say nothing about it, but I like certain people that get in the business and then they leave really quick because their why is not strong enough, or they don't have something constantly like keeping that burning desire on fire. So basically, you should stream because it keeps you motivated. It keeps you working, it keeps you sharp, it keeps you focused, and also it helps you develop a certain area in the business that you may not be quite good at. And even though because sometimes our upline are not going to be able to teach us everything. So that's another area where streaming can come in handy. Like say you need help, like me right now, going to Fort Lauderdale soon, I am gonna have to know how to do follow-ups by myself because I'm in a whole nother city. Rodney, Beatty, all of them will be in Bahamas and stuff. Well, I don't know about Beatty. Not Beatty won't be in Bahamas, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna have to know how to do follow-ups by myself. So a stream that was two streams that was I looked up. I saw it was a new one that just came out, was Four Basics with Posture by Kumar, and another one was Follow Up by Tony Papalato. So yeah, definitely. So those are the streams that I'm gonna use to like help me better my me in that follow up. That's also a part of the 4 basics. That's gonna help me better my follow up. So how do we stream? So basically, we have a BSM app, business support material, and then you can also buy you one of these. This is as old fashioned, and this is a CD player. I got this from Beatty. Beatty bought me this because I'm not yet subscribed on the BSM app. So Beatty bought me this. So I love my upline. Thank you, Beatty, for this. So, and where should we stream? So we should stream me. I'm gonna say me. I stream when I'm like, say I'm at the gym, like I'll be working out. I like to listen to motivational people that like get me real fired up when I'm working out. So I'll listen to like say a Charlie Dorso or Alan Figueredo, Brand New Diamond. That was at FPD, and also or even listen to Rocky Covington or Bill Britt or what's that other guy? Tony Papalato. So yeah, that's so basically stream in places like replace like say where you listen to music or the radio and just replace that with streaming. So on your way to work, after work, say you're at the cafe sitting down eating, or you're somewhere just quiet and or not, you don't have to necessarily be quiet, but say you put your headphones in your ears and you just listen, you stream. When should you stream? Oh, I just went over that. When should you stream? You should basically try to stream when you have time to well, not when you have time, but try to stream when you have time to, like when you're in the process of like trying to build your business. So me, I like to stream when I'm like looking at my Eagle plan, or how many plans I have set up, or like when I'm building my list. I like to stream, like say if I know I'm going contacting, I like to stream then. So try to stream like when you're in the process of doing something towards the business, or when you're just feeling like empty that day, like you haven't done nothing towards the business that day. It's a great time to stream is when you haven't done anything that day, because right after you listen to a stream, you'll sit down and you'll do stuff for like 5 hours. So and then a stream I would like to refer to you guys with, I recently listened to it. It was referred to me by Beatty, and it's called The Cutting Edge, and it was a night owl stream by Greg Duncan. Greg Duncan is a triple diamond. Went double diamond, decided that wasn't cool enough, so he went triple. So yeah, Greg Duncan. So, and it's called The Cutting Edge, and what he touched on in this stream was, well, what I took away was he touched on what Kenneth always stressed to us was the ego structure. And he said, basically, we do not realize, but eagle is the most important pin level we can ever reach, because that's basically the foundation. And when you have a strong foundation, everything from that point on should be good. Because when your foundation is, when you have a good eagle structure and you incorporate that with 953 BIB, you can't go wrong. So that's what I took away from that stream. And also streaming, one thing I want to stress is try to stream at least 2 to 3 times a day. Because me, when I first started streaming, it was I had to learn how to, like, because I had to delete some music off of my phone just to get myself to stream, because I had like stuff that I could listen to, like streams that I had like 1 or 2 streams, but I just like I couldn't listen to them. So what I did was I deleted the music off of my phone, and I just started to replace like music time with streaming time, and then before I knew it, I can just listen to a stream or a couple streams all day without even worrying about, dang, I should switch back. I should turn this music off and listen to a stream. So that's it for streaming. I think that's 5 minutes. That's it for streaming. Yeah, thank you guys.
Awesome!
Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so next, that was super, super awesome, Tiandre. You must be from a very good country or something. I don't know. Okay.
Exception. The one exception. The one exception. It's okay, Tian. One
The next person up is the architect. The architect himself, he's studying architecture. We know him as Mr. Fireman. Everybody knows that this is the guy who does 20 plus plans. You know, he was actually introduced to scientists as that. You know, without any further ado, we're going to bring up the man Roderick to do Book of the Month. Everybody, get on Book of the Month. So help me welcome Roderick.
Wait, wait. Hey, hey, hey. What's happening? What's up, PEADAT? Y'all all right? Good stuff, man. Yeah, this is Roderick here, Roderick McKinsey. Proudly sponsored by Maurice Sanders in the Bahamas, who is then sponsored by Rodney Wilson. Then the awesome Celie Wilson, Way Wilson. Personally sponsored by Kenneth Nandria Gonzalez. Kenneth, Drayton, and Andrea Gonzalez.
Do you have a
Good
camera?
correction. Good correction.
Yes. No. Oh, 1 second. My bad. All right. Y'all see me good?
Yeah, man, your chin was looking really good earlier, so I think it's looking real best now, you know?
All right. I hope I to want some for the screen.
You are, but you try to make it work. You are.
Yeah.
That's cloud.
No
Yeah.
distractions. We're good.
All right. Oh yeah. And also, who's now sponsored by Captain Nadia Bassad, right? Awesome appliance. Sapphire is going emerald in a big way. All right. Awesome. Well, now you know I'm here to present the book of the month. Okay. Of course, you know, book. Why is it so important to read, right? And how much should we read a day? I definitely start by saying it's really important to read to develop, so we can be developed to become leaders. All right, to be able to personally, there's mainly personal growth, and there's a saying that says, "Hey, personal growth leads to business explosion." So you definitely want to be able to invest in yourself as much as you can, so everyone else can see the effects, the fruits of what you invested into yourself. All right, and it'll just change your surroundings. All right, so of course, the way we read is mainly 15 to 20 minutes a day, and it's really important to do that because by doing it, it becomes a habit eventually. You know, it isn't too much time, it isn't too little time, but just enough time to be able to get a few nuggets in to get you going, whether you may be a starter or a seasoned IBO. All right, so when you continue to just read consistently, the main key is consistence. All right, once you do that, you're pretty good on the go. All right, and like I was saying, 15 to 20 minutes. Some people might be too busy where they say, hey, how I could be able to get this 15 minutes in. All right, and the best way to go about that is, of course, breaking it up into like 5-minute intervals. All right, so you could start by saying, hey, I could read 5 in the morning before I head out, probably 5 on lunch, and then 5 when I get off, or something like that, depending on the person, or just knock out the whole 15 to 20 in the morning, evening, or night. All right, so and not, like I say again, by doing that, you be consistent in it, it'll become a habit, and before you know it, you'll be doing it with no doubt. It shouldn't be a hassle at all. You'll always be able to find time to read. Okay, another thing too now is another bullet point of why reading is important is because, like I say, first, personal growth, develop you into becoming a leader. All right, and so because your upline, the last thing is mainly because your upline is not going to be able to teach you everything. Same point Andre made earlier. That's a very, very serious point he made. So you definitely want to be able to teach yourself. All right, by through the process of developing yourself. Okay, so another thing too now, how? Yeah, that's, you know how they say the 5 WH: who, what, where, when, why, how. I'm gonna just do these three. These three is how, when, and where. And how you read, say, hey, I'll cover the how. You can start with the 5. I covered that earlier. When, where, any location could be, to be honest. It depends on wherever you want, or wherever you can. All right, and where and when you can, and wherever you can. All right, that's the main two you want to do. So find out what works for you. All right, but for those locations, I would say one of the things is don't let it be. It could be a quiet place, of course. You know, definitely want to focus on the literature, what you're taking in. But you don't want the place to be too comfortable where you're gonna fall asleep, you know, or saying, "Oh, I'm bored." Reading is, I mean, hey, if you're comfortable, you're not gonna be able to absorb too much. You start lagging or get lazy, like I said, like you may fall asleep, and you also don't want to be too uncomfortable where you can't concentrate. You know, you want to be able to stay within the word. Okay. Another thing too, the book that I'm really promoting is, of course, this is one of my favorites. That's why definitely have it on Pace here. It's 3 Things Successful People Do. Okay, that's upside down on, right? Okay. Oh, there you go. Nope. Things Successful People Do. All right, by John C. Maxwell. And it's an awesome book. And the reason I like it so much is because, hey, first of all, it defines success. A lot of people get the misunderstanding of what success really and truly is. All right, and mainly what success is knowing your purpose in life. All right, that's one of the things. Second thing is growing to reach your maximum potential, and the third thing is sowing seeds that benefit others. You know, main 3 things. That's basically the definition of success. And the purpose of this book, actually, is to basically telling the same principles. And I'll read it, quote it. It says, this book is the principles that can help you work towards knowing your purpose, growing to your potential, and sowing seeds, okay, that benefit others. So this actually puts you on the road to do those exact same things as the definition of success. So definitely recommend everyone, if you haven't read it yet, it was one of the books of the month. All right, I think it's actually 2 months ago. Okay, so definitely if you haven't read it yet, get a chance to go through it and get it done along with your book of the month. All right, so promoted, I always encourage people, hey, get on the book of the month program if you aren't yet. It's very powerful, allows you to be very knowledgeable about the business and be able to of course be a team leader as well. All right, so stay with the books. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for the book of the month. And really powerful, like I say again, jump on it, man. This is good stuff. This is where you get your knowledge, and this is how you attract people as well. It develops you as a person, develops you as a leader. Thank you.
Awesome! You see, guys, that's the architect right there. He built it and then he burned it down. You know?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic, man.
Fire about it down.
That's my
Love
upline,
it. Love
you know?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, speaking of fire, the next person coming up is known as Firewoman Virginia. You know,
My word.
in our business, we have a lot of strong women. You know, I'm not going to list everybody now, okay? But I mean, our whole team, the Pase team, is just chock full of strong women. Very intelligent, very successful, very strong, unstoppable. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you Virginia. She is studying public administration, her master's. You know, and she's doing very well at that. She works, she works, she studies, and she builds the business. Okay, that's what I mean by strength. Nothing can stop her. You know, and so we admire her a lot, and we're very happy to have her on our team. And so without any further ado, help me welcome Firewoman Virginia.
Yay, Virginia!
Firewoman!
Yes.
Yay!
You got a camera? Well, we see the camera, but not you.
Virginia? Yeah.
Are you there? We can't see. We're seeing the wall, but we're not seeing you.
Boy, y'all done scared her off. Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh, it's on. Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Virginia, you're mute.
Can you unmute, Virginia? We heard you earlier. All right, I'm gonna call you, Virginia, and then maybe you could talk through the phone because we're not hearing you.
Right, and we can try to unmute her as well, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her and put the phone to the speaker. That's what we did the last time. So.
Hi, Mr. Kenneth.
Hi, I'm gonna put you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Kenneth, for that nice introduction. It's always warm, and I love you all, guys. So again, I am Virginia King, and I am sponsored by PEADAT Radio, which then is sponsored by Malik, up to Fireman, Roderick Mackenzie, up to Rock Solid, Rodney Houston, and up to the one and only Silly Wilson, Woy, and up to our technician, specialist in this business, Mr. Kenneth Drayton and Andrea Gonzalez, up to our Sapphire going crown in a big way, Nadia and Kata and Nadia Testad, up to our Diamond, Sanjeev and Shona Sahai, and up to Kumar and up to the whole galaxy. So today I'm going to talk about one important step in our business, SDP. So what are the steps to show a plan, especially on a one-on-one, right? So if you want to build this business, you have to show the plan a lot. So the reason is that the reason we show the plan is because we want to expand our business, right? So again, it would be awesome if you just walk around, if you can just, see anybody and then put an application on and ask everybody to sign on the application, and then voila, you have a new idea. But again, those people that you show that application and ask them to sign in, they don't know what they are signing in for. So it's important that we educate and inform people about the business. And why we do that is to help them have enough information to help them make informed decisions, but most of all is to expand our business. So we show the plan because we know how powerful the plan is. One of our diamond in the business, actually, Marshall Johnson, I went in one of his videos, and he said that showing the plan there is a music in these circles that we have when we show the plan. You just play the music, and if the person don't understand it, don't worry about it. He or she was not good enough. You just keep showing the plan. You don't stop it. So our plan offers benefits, security, solutions that a person can achieve, right? And with that being said, within all those benefits, security, solution, a person can achieve some results. And they really understand, if they really understand the plan. So our responsibility is not to get them to understand, but to show them the plan. To show the plan. So again, I'm going to divide this, how to show the plan, in two phases. So as you show the plan, I'm going to talk about two areas, right? It's the attitude part and then the action part. So the attitude part, one of the things that our diamond highly recommend is to never show the plan. Actually, Mr. Kenneth actually that all the time. Never show the plan to someone or an individual who hasn't given us a reason to show them a plan. Why? Because it's almost like, have you ever needed a non-existent target? So you don't have a purpose when you do that. So again, one of the examples that one of the diamonds said, actually, Marshall Johnson, when I'm quoting him, he said that you became like a performer. So who is a performer? So you are going to perform and show the plan, and after showing the plan, you are going to see if the process is going to really vote for your performance that you just gave him. So it's really one of the poorest ways to represent your business. So show the plan to the people who really want to see what's going on within the business. Second, don't try to show the plan to a title or an age or a person of a particular culture, but show it to an attitude. So why is that? Why is that? Why are you emphasis on that? Because, you are looking for a person who's open-minded, a progressive mind person, a person who's looking for ways to fulfill his or her dreams, goals, wishes, wants and desires. That's what you are looking for. And that's his attitude. Right? So most of the time when I started the business, I remember I asked Illy and Rodney, like, how do I sponsor a doctor, a CEO, a lawyer, a president of an university, a dean, a football player, a professional football player? Well, I came to understand that, all those people are individuals, like myself, just like me. So it doesn't matter, actually, because we have all those titles in our business. We have them, and they were very educated, highly educated. We have all those titles in the business already. And how did they get sponsored? It's because they showed the plan. The reason the plan was shown is because they expressed something that they wanted, and they gave that process a reason to show the plan, right? So that works out at the end of the day. So it just happened that they have a title. So you got to put that perspective in mind when you are showing the plan. And another reason that I say when you show that phrase is that you show the plan. When you show the plan, make sure that you are confident. You have to be very confident, and you have to be very knowledgeable about your business, about what you intend, what the end goal. So make sure that you take time out to see what the plan actually represents, right? To see how powerful the plan is. And the way you do that is listen to your upline, your growing upline, as well as other leaders in the business who talk about the plan, who talk about, what the plan can actually provide. And then another thing that you gotta remember when you show the plan is you gotta know, you gotta have posture. What is posture actually? Posture means I really don't need you, and that I'm doing you a favor, and you are not the only one, right? So when you sit down with a prospect, that's and you said to that you said you know. You tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to bless this today. I know that I know what I have actually. And if you are the one who is listening and open-minded, then maybe you have an opportunity to connect. But I don't do it. So that is called posture. And so again, it's very, very important. When you have that mindset, it works perfectly well. You don't say, the last time I checked, we have, at least 7 million people, in the world, worldwide. So it's very important that you take control within the business, within what you are doing. And then lastly, for that first thing, you gotta have the right attitude about the appearance. Dress up nicely. Make sure that you are groomed properly. Your personal hygiene is good. So with that being said, when there is bad breath, people really can't hear you. The only thing that they hear is your breath. Like there's nothing. It's just disgusting. So really pay attention to those little details. So the second part that I'm going to go on is the action part, which is what's showing the plan. What's showing the plan entirely? So we have 5 steps. And I remember when I started, she stepped me down and went over and over this thing. Same thing with modeling, and so I took good notes. So the first step is set at ease. Set at ease means what? So that's set at ease. It means relax, right? It means that, it's not only your comfort. It doesn't mean that only you have to make the person relax, but you too, you need to relax. Because if you are tense, think to yourself, oh, I gotta trust this person, then the person is going to be tense as well. So the right thought process is, my right thought process should be, yes, he or she is going to get started, but if he or she is not the last, he or she is not the last person on the planet. You see? So, and even if that person doesn't sign up, I can say go sign up. It's okay. It's okay. So relax. First step, relax. Second thing is dream and dream building. What is dream building? Really emphasize this many times. It's the burning desire. You gotta find that spot. What motivates those people? What is important to them? When the desire is strong enough, people develop and develop courage and they do the impossible. So you gotta find, and when you find that person, that person when you start the business, you got to put time, energy, effort, and motivation. And with that means there is a commitment. And therefore you don't have trouble decision what is going on in the business. So because if you don't find somebody who's like that, you're going to have a project, like Mr. Kenneth said. It's hard to get them to do function. It has to, like everything is such a hassle. It's almost like trying to give water to a horse who doesn't want water. So guys, make sure that I believe this stuff is the most important stuff within the business, because when you do that connection, everything goes after that. So the third part is personal business ownership. So that talk about what the cash flow for the quadrant by mobile core strategy. You talk about the active side, the passive side. You talk about how most of us actually are on the active side, 90% of us, and it's only 2% are in the passive side. If you talk to a person and you find out that person, after I've shown that the question that you're going to ask them is like, okay, which side do you want to be? If that person tells you to want to be at the active side, just thank them for their time and just, good luck with whatever you have. Because it's a waste of time. Because we know that this business is not for everybody. So you don't have to force anybody to be part of it. Okay? So the first step is the business model. So the 6-4-2. So there, you can talk about the common supplier. You are going to talk about the common supplier, the communication, and we have actually a business model that we build on, which is the reclock business model, which is the founder of McDonald's. And from that, we're going to actually talk also about let them see the big picture. Let them know about the 50,000 income, the good six-figure income, 250,000 K, and also talk about the other ongoing costs, right? So when you emphasize on those parts, you can. Some people, there's many ways to show the plan. You can show the plan with all the technology tools that we have. You can use the website, you can use the DVD. So you can choose. We can choose depending on the situation of or depending on if you're a near view, you're a seasonal view. So there's many ways to show that. So just question your horizon and then feel comfortable. Make sure that you relate to people. It's very, very important to do that, because when you connect again, everything flows after that. So, and then the fifth part is finally the 5-point wrap-up, which includes read and listen. You give them the CD and the literature part at the end, and then list a list of questions, and then list of rules, follow up with that person, and then you need to try the product. And then you got to promote the next major appreciation, right? So all those 5 steps are the action part of the second phase. And if you do all those steps, so it's going to your plan. You are sure that you do the right thing. But again, like Mr. Kenneth said at the time before, so you can show the right plan to the wrong person. right? Show the right plan to the wrong person, and then show the wrong plan to the right person. So either way, you just have to be confident in whatever you do, right? Just be confident in whatever you do. So please understand again, I want to understand this. So when you show the plan, talk about your growing up one, especially your mentor, and come for another profile because they have they are very, very they are doing the business, they have credibility and they've done it, they've been there, done that. So this they have already made their impact on the world and they are the people actually with whom we are working with. So make sure that you know that you are working with, awesome people who know what they are doing. And so, again, to just conclude this and to actually finalize what I'm saying, so SDP is what? That's something that I got from one diamond. SDP is what? Showing the plan, solve the problem, and stop the process. So that's awesome. I think I'm going to fix that for a long time now. So show the plan, solve the problem, stop the process. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, is very important. It's true. So consistency is one of the keys. And when you show a plan, you are planting a seed. And who he or she actually who shows the more effective plan will win. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, just let's go and make this happen. Back to the host.
Awesome!
Awesome, my word.
Y'all give now we can give her a hand there,
What?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yay! Woo, woo, fire woman!
Yeah. Sorry, I had you on mute. Everybody saying, yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. You all give her another hand so she can hear it again.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
I took notes. I got a lot of notes, Virginia.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So that was super awesome, Virginia. We could tell that you're in the action mode, strong woman getting strong results, Next time you guys see her, you transfer some PV or something. I don't know. Okay. So now we're moving on to the activity report. Anybody? It doesn't matter the order. Tallahassee. Any activity reports?
I guess I'll go.
Mr. Pete.
Or Peterson first.
No, go ahead. Anybody? Go ahead.
That was DeAndre.
DeAndre, go on, man.
Okay. Hey guys, DeAndre here once again. And so last time I was in Fort Lauderdale, first I have a little confession to make. So I thought like showing my mom the plan was gonna be a piece of cake, and I sat in front of her and I froze up. I completely froze up. But what I did was I was just like, oh my gosh, like, cause she was just looking at me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna put you on the phone with my mentor. So I called Celie right away, and I let Celie talk to her for like a little bit, and then after that, I was able to like show her the plan. So I showed her the plan. I dream build with her for like I want to say 10-15 minutes, and basically we just talked about like how we can better the home. Talk about like we talked about like stuff that we need as a family, because I'm kind of like the oldest male in the house. So we dream build for like a good 15-20 minutes, and I showed her the plan 642, and she's ready. She said she wants to do it, and she said I told her if if you make that commitment to do it, I can make that commitment to help you as much as you want. Yeah, I know this sounds weird, putting posture on your mom, but yeah, it's Beatty's fault. He said put posture on your mom, but yeah, so she wants to gonna help her go platinum. And also, when I go back down to Fort Lauderdale, while I was down there Thanksgiving, I was in Walmart. Just getting stuff for Thanksgiving, and this guy, he helped me like 4 or 5 times. And like while I was in the line checking out, I saw him, and I just said, "Hey man, what's up?" And we had a little conversation, like a 3-minute conversation, and then I asked him, I was like, "So, is Walmart a good job? Is Walmart a good place to work?" And he was like, "It's all right." I was like, so then I was like, "Do you look for any ways to diversify or, you know, better
You
your
got it?
income?" And he said, "Hello."
Sorry, go ahead.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and he said, "Yeah, huh?
Go ahead.
Okay." And he said, "Yeah, sure, yeah, sure." So I got his contact, and even though I wasn't able to meet with him or show him the plan, I talked to him right before I left, and I said I'll be back in 2 weeks. And when I'm back, we can talk, and I can show you a little bit more of what I do. So yeah, definitely, guys, I am going down to Fort Lauderdale. This break, definitely coming back Eagle. It's a done deal. I have a huge list of people to contact and show the plan. So
Absolutely.
definitely looking to get that done. And also, I'm gonna try to connect with the do nods down there. Get some training from that diamond himself. So yeah, that's it for activity report from. And when I come back, I will hopefully have some Fort Lauderdale people that'll be joining Pace as well too. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Great job, man.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. And T. Andre, when you're down there, you know, use Diamond Dave. Just let Nadia know who you bring into the open meeting, and Nadia will make sure that Dave can personally speak to your people. You know, so that's one of the advantages we have. We have a Diamond in Fort Lauderdale that we have full access to via Campton Nadia.
For sure, I will.
And anybody else? Tallahassee? Everybody studying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just me.
I could.
guess I can go. All right, you wanna go, Roger?
Okay. Yeah, man, that's a little small testimony. Is funny thing, you know. At the barber shop, man, I decided to switch barbers because I don't want to go a little too far out of town. So you know, I went to this new barber shop, and there's this lady. She is awesome. She cut my hair really good though. Real talk, expensive but good. But as she's cutting my hair, you know, I was overhearing her speak about like people with jobs and how they be settling for these $10 hour jobs, thinking they are making it. And she's just talking like just a mindset alone was allowing me to see like she's just a good person to prospect. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely talk to her and see, you know, send a picture there. So as I asked her, I say I said like the way you think, man, you sound like you definitely a businessman. And she said, yeah, absolutely. She was saying she don't see why she said she fully support entrepreneurship, but she don't see why you would have to go to school and get a degree, do all these stuff when you could actually just go out there. Like for example, her cutting hair, she just go there, cut hair, and make the same amount of money in probably even a shorter period of time. So she's just looking at it from that aspect. I was like, wow, I never thought of it that way, you know. So I was like, is she looking for other ways to make an extra cash that don't conflict with what she do? And she's like, always. She's like always. I was like, that's cool, man, because I'm actually a business owner myself, and I was telling her how I make how I'm able to make a lot of money, but at the same time, in the long run, be able to make it an asset, so I don't have to work the rest of my life and be able to save up time and money in the end. And when she heard that, knowing that she's a barber, you know, self-employed, imagine, when she heard that, she's like, what? That's what's up, man. She say she looking for something else. She looking. So she's asking me like she's asking me more about it, wanted me to explain it into detail. Tell her, of course, it's more visual and verbal. We love to sit and connect. I'm actually going to call it tonight for phone team, invited to the Tuesday meeting. And I was like, are you available Tuesday at 8? She say no, but she could be, so definitely looking on. That's the kind of people you want to look for, people who are looking. And she definitely, I know, of course, as soon as I call her, she's going to be to that meeting because she's running me down for everything. That's to say me having to set a time and run her down to meet up, you see. So just putting it out there. The people are out there. Just keep prospecting, keep doing what you're doing, and they're out there for you. So don't stop. Hit the business professionals and hit the winners. Hit people who looking. All right, that's pretty much one activity I wanted to share.
Awesome.
Oi, law of attraction, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good.
Fantastic.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I can go super quick. I went out contacting. Actually, I was in the process of doing some spring cleaning over the weekend, and happened to go out and about to meet some folks and stuff like that, and went into that self-improvement aisle. Right, I always like to visit there, and I saw some guys in there, in and out of the section, and made some good conversation with one of them. It's here. And he's, and the funny thing is when you've been contacting when you've been out, you cancel, pressing too many buttons here. I'm sorry, hold on, huh? Yeah, I'm just saying that I was out and about contacting, and it's been a while since I've been in Barnes and Noble, so contacting, and I had to kind of get back my tongue in the area of what to say, how to not look goofy, right? So I did put my foot in my mouth a few times, because next to the personal improvement section is the improvement about almost like freaky stuff, the person that you like a lot. And I put my foot in my mouth when a guy was on that section talking about some stuff. So thank God that God still loves us and we can still be saved after those conversations. But after that, I got a little loose, and then I was able to meet a business analyst who works for the state. They're doing what's that thing called, Christmas Santa or Santa thing. He was doing some Secret Santa shopping, and he was in the some other aisles, and I was able to make friends with, not make friends, but just talk to him a little bit. He talked about and he's in the process of looking for diversifying his income as well. So I talked to him a little bit about it, and then was able to book an appointment for later this week. He can't make it Tuesday, so I'll have to do a one-on-one with him Wednesday. I'm forward to seeing how that goes. Really excited by that. And through my walk, looking for some folks to help me out, do some other things here in my apartment, I was able to meet some other super sharp shooters, man. People are hungry looking for jobs out there, guys. Hungry looking for jobs. Increasing in fees starting in December and the end of December. I found that out while talking to a few folks while contacting, and the people are nervous, people are scared. So we have this solution, and it's really good to remind yourself of that when you're going out there helping folks. So yeah. So that's my little testimony and little contacting vibes there too.
Yeah.
So
Anybody else in Tallahassee? Awesome, man. Anybody else? Tallahassee? Okay, moving on to Georgia. Georgia people, you guys want to talk about your personal, how much PV did you make during the grand opening, or?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about my Thanksgiving week real quick, because let's just put that out there. If it wasn't for this business, I don't know how I'd have been able to get through that week. So I got into a car accident, heading to my follow-up with Dimitri, who was, a potential IBO soon to be, get his started soon. And the way I handled the situation is I got the contact information of the police officer and the other lady involved in the accident. So I got those two contact information, and the way my attitude was about the whole situation, allow people to be more open to me and say, hey, this is somebody I would like to stay in contact with, even though it's, a bad situation that this happened. It's still, open to possibilities. And, I talked to them about, other side incomes and so forth. And they was like, yeah, they're interested and so forth. So I'm contacting them this week, and I invited a couple of them to the grand opening as well. So, I mean, with this happening, I had what's it called? I had the opportunity to meet different people because I had to take Uber and Lyft and stuff like that. And so I had to talk to different people to get transport from back and forth to my house and to work and so forth. So it was like a positive thing out of a negative situation. So that's my little update.
Winner!
Good job, Lou. Wow. Okay, you go, girl.
Hey,
Winner!
good
Yeah,
job, Lou. Good job.
Awesome. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Everybody
Awesome. Awesome.
Georgia people? Yeah, we.
So broken.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think somebody's. I might be wrong or overspeaking there. I think their last name might be ending in Mosley. First name might be Brooke.
Yes, yes. You were referring to the plans for Christmas?
Go ahead. Who's talking?
I was asking Celia if she was referring to the activity for Christmas.
Yeah, with your mom. I'm trying to get Nadia and I up there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much, I shared with my mom, what we did for the event, and she was pretty happy and excited for it. She kind of surprised me when she started sharing. What I do is sometimes I send my mom gifts and products that I think she might like. Her and my aunts or my grandma, or things of that nature. I just send it up there. And after I sent it up there, she started purchasing on her own. And then she started purchasing for some of the family. And so now a lot of our family members want to get registered and whatever else. So after I shared with her about the event, needless to say, she thought it would be nice or whatever, and that would get everybody to register as customers. And I think that once I get them registered as customers and they see how profitable it is, they'll decide to go ahead and do IBOs. So that's also exciting because they have big networks. So they might go diamond easily if they do join. So that's exciting. So needless to say, we're planning right now just for the products, not really extend the IBO opportunity just yet. But I'm definitely going to take all the takeaways that I have from the event and try and implement it there. And be working with Nadia and Celia to see how how we can make it the best event possible. It's pretty cool because we're pulling in people from church, we're pulling in family members, we're pulling in neighbors. So I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be the day before Christmas. So we're hoping that it's a good turnaround, and we're hoping that we catch those people who are last minute shoppers and haven't gotten their Christmas gifts but want to show up on Christmas Day with the gift. So we're excited to take advantage of it. And yeah, that's my
awesome.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody else? Carol, you got something? Jonathan, anybody?
No, just ready to be done with school and get back to doing some weird stuff.
Okay, good. Anybody else? All right. Well, it was a fantastic.
I have something.
Yeah, go ahead. Anybody?
Right.
Go ahead.
No.
Hey, Roderick, Rod, I mean.
Yes. We're just here wrapping up finals, so hopefully we're going by the end of the week. They didn't make it happen.
Awesome.
Hey, I've been looking for you guys. Where have you been?
Okay. All right. Well, it was an awesome pace, you know. Of course, as I always say, when Kamta and Naja are not here, it's just not the same. But, you know, they're going through some, you know, life will come at you, you know, and so they're handling whatever they need to handle, you know. You guys did an awesome job, you know, an awesome job. I mean, this is BWW golden stuff here, you know. We got Tiandre, you know, he came out strong. I like the way how he broke it down. He talked about a strong why. You could tell that he's committed. He's on the ball. He removed the music from his phone. He's listening to two times a day. He's listening to streams, you know, and he knows he's taking ownership. That he's going to go down and do his own follow-up. And how is he going to learn how to do follow-up? Talking to his clients and listening to streaming, you know? Yeah. Somebody calling me? Yeah, okay. So he did a really good job there, you know, and then followed up by the man himself, Roderick, you know, and I like how he reiterated, you know, everybody put your phone on mute there, man. Yeah, and then he talked about Roderick was talking about you know, don't be too comfortable or too uncomfortable, you know. You want to focus. It's better that you read one page and get a lot out of it than read 100 pages and don't get anything. Okay, so it's about what you internalize and what you can use. Okay, so he was talking about being consistent. You know, I like his idea about 5 minutes intervals, you know, 5 in the morning, 5 at lunch, 5 at bed, you know, whatever works for you. You know, so he was very good. And I like how both Roderick and Tiandre said your upline is not going to be able to do everything for you or teach you everything. That's why we have the books and the CDs. I was listening to another stream. It's actually a CD I was listening to. And the CD was talking about counseling. And it says, and I want you guys to listen carefully to this, because this is, I feel as if I'm talking like Kamta now. But this is what Kamta will tell you. This is very important, guys. And that is, when you start to work with your growing upline, you are going to get to know them better through the business. You're going to see both their strengths and their weaknesses, because everybody has strengths and everybody has weaknesses. So you have to focus on the strengths. If you are going to look for an upline who is perfect, you have to become a perfect downline first. And we all know that is impossible. Okay, so this is what the CD was saying. It's that EDC. Oh gosh, the guy who was on the Shanoy, and he lives here in Atlanta now. I forgot his name, but Rashmi was saying that. Okay, now, and I want to repeat it again. As the more active you get in the business, is the more you're gonna have face-to-face time. Actually, you know when you're growing. You know when you're growing in the business when you're meeting face-to-face with your growing upline. You're showing plans, your follow-ups, and everything. Understand that Kanti Gala, Bill Britt, Kumar, you know, Sanjeev, Kamta Naja, everybody has strengths and weaknesses. If you're going to focus on the weaknesses, your business will not grow. Focus on their strengths and use those strengths. That's why you have a line of sponsorship. Is that okay with everyone? I hope my tone isn't too you know, whatever.
No man, I need to be like that.
yes. Okay, so understand that, guys. Understand that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can go around the place and have a lot of weaknesses and beat up on your downlines. That's not what I'm saying. And that's not what Rashmi was saying either. Okay, he was just pointing that out. Okay, and then Virginia, she did a very good job on showing the plan. You know, excellent. You know, she talked to she stressed the most important thing. You got to show a lot of plans, okay? Because you have to go through. If you haven't listened to that stream yet, Charlie Doso stream on Flush the Nose to get to the yeses. It's a very good CD, and Virginia did a very good job. I loved how she was talking about the reason why we show the plan is to educate people, to help them you know, and to expand their and to expand your business. Okay. And also she then broke it down. She broke it all the way down to the ground and talked about attitude and action, you know, and the attitude you have to have, when to use posture. Don't use posture strong all the time. Posture is an art, so you got to know how much to use, when to use it, you know. And you were looking for, we're not looking for professionals, we're not looking for students, we're not looking for VPs, we're looking for a category. It's like, I think it was Roderick that was saying, we're looking for lookers. We're looking for people who want to better themselves. Okay, so don't overanalyze the business, you know. So awesome job on the Pace guy and everybody else who contributed. Winter conference is January 6th, 7th, and 8th. Please make sure that you're saving your money now, because Christmas is coming up. If you're short on money, you could ask your relatives for money. Ain't no shame in your game, you know. As your Christmas present, you want to get to winter conference. Winter conference is very, very, very important, because this time of the year things can slow down in terms of showing the plan, not in terms of volume. Volume should be going up, because you know you want to show them your business partners and have them shop from your website and whatnot. But sometimes people get so hectic, it's kind of a little bit difficult to get people to sit down, because they got they're busy and most people are working, and this is a time when they get some off time. Okay, so winter conference is important because it's going to re-energize you. Before you go into winter conference, I want you to do what Kamta and Nadia have taught us so many times. See, guys, understand one thing. The way how the subconscious learns is by repetition. So you're going to hear a lot of things over and over. Don't fall into the trap of saying, I heard that already. Okay? You want to hear what Kamta and Nadia tell us all the time. And Kamta talks about setting your goals. What is your goal for January winter conference? How many people are you going to take with you? New people. Write that goal down. You know, schedule your room. Say how many people you're going to have in your room. Not people from your downlines group, but your own personal. How many personal people are you going to have in your room? Okay, so you want to make sure that you have your goals. The next important date in the business is March, end of March. Does anybody know why?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Is that
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is your goal? If you plan to go silver and platinum and gold and make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, you should be looking at March and say, by March I want to be eagle or double eagle or ultimate or whatever. Okay, and work those goals back to your weekly activity. You know, and like Roderick was saying and others, you got to be consistent. You know, you have to have that consistency. That's the important thing. Okay, and then just a little before I forget, the Atlanta open meeting that we have in Norcross, January the 5th is our last day at that hotel. So that's on the north side of Atlanta. Next, the following week, I think it's on the 15th. The following week, we're not going to have an open, but we're all going to plug into the Rodriguez Open. That's in Hapeville, you know, and I think it's Hapeville. It's either Hapeville or College Park, either one. But we're going to plug in there. It's in the Ramada Inn. It's in College Park, yeah, on Old National Highway. Okay, and so Kevin and Beth Bell are coming to do the open. So we're going to want to pack the house there. And then the following week after that, the Tuesday, I think that's the 20th or something, that's when our Norcross meeting is moving to Riverdale, on the Riverdale Road. It's just off of Riverdale Road. We can send you the information. So whether you're in Tallahassee or you're here in Atlanta, if you got guests coming out, know that the 5th is our last meeting in Norcross. The following week, no meeting, but the Thursday, we're plugging into the Diamond Open. Okay, and then the following week after that, which is the 20th, that's when our Norcross meeting is moving to the south side. Okay, so that's good news there for us who live in the south. I think most of us do.
Kenneth,
yeah.
Really quick, you said January 5th. What I think you meant to say was December the 6th was our last meeting.
Yes, I just said that to make sure everybody's paying attention. So.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Louis correct. It's December the 6th. I don't have the calendar in front of me. So December the 6th is the Tuesday the last meeting in Norcross. And then December the 15th, I think, I don't have the calendar in front of me, is going to be the Beth Bell, the Kevin and Beth Bell Diamond meeting. You're going to want to have your guests there because Kevin is one and Beth, they are so fantastic. And then the following week, the 20th of December, okay, it's going to be our first and last open meeting for the year. I don't think we have one the following of the 27th, okay? And so getting back to the goals, guys, write your goals out. If you write it and speak it and put it in front of you, speak it every day. And also, Camta says, draw your group out. How do you draw your group out? Get that Eagle plan out, okay? Everybody should have that Eagle sheet, you know? And that's pretty much it. Everybody get into your phone team. And next week, who do we have on the board next week? Does anybody have that up? Let me see if I can bring that up quickly. Next week, I got to turn back on my Wi-Fi so I could see. Next week on the board, hold on, I'm bringing it up. Next week on the board, we have, come on, get over here. Okay, next week on the board, Tiandre is hosting. The man himself.
Wait.
Oh, for Pase. Got you for Pase, yeah?
For Pase, yes. And Pete is doing body key.
Nice.
And Lou,
Nice.
Lady Lou, or Miss Lou Tiandre, Miss Lou, she's doing she's doing streaming. And then Malik, the man himself, Malik, the legend, he's doing Book of the Month. And then Mr. System himself, Roderick, is going to be doing System. So you do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this all-star Pace meet.
Powerful.
Did I hear Seeley say something?
Yes, powerful. I think it's powerful.
Okay.
Bring a lot of empty sheets in my book and take notes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys get into phone team. If the people can't meet, just keep in touch with them and meet them in January. But it should be, if they're serious, if they're lookers, they will meet with you.
Right.
Yeah. We met a young lady. When was it? Yesterday or the day before, and she's super excited. You know. So have a good work week and study week. Get A's. Make the boss happy and go Diamond.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios.